Bill Henry here with Robinson Henry. Today I want to talk to you about reverse mortgages in your estate plan. So the question can come up because they're not very common. At least most of us don't have common use of them throughout our life, right? Normally we just have one reverse mortgage during our life if we're going to have one. So the question is, well, how do I handle this reverse mortgage thing in my estate plan? Well, the truth is it's actually very easy because a reverse mortgage these days, in almost all cases, we can really just think about it like a debt. That's all it is. It's just a debt that doesn't have to be paid until we die. So what is a reverse mortgage? A reverse mortgage is a loan against the property that doesn't have to be repaid until the person dies or sells the house. And so if we think about it, whenever the person dies, so if I have a house, and let's say my house is worth $300,000, and at the time of my death, my loan balance on my reverse mortgage is $100,000. Well, what happens? It just means that my personal representative, that's what we call an executor in Colorado, sells my house. I'm going to have equity gain, the amount that I made off of that house, of $200,000. In other words, that reverse mortgage of $100,000 is going to get paid, and then that $200,000 just goes to my heirs from there. So a reverse mortgage really is no different than a loan would be against the house. There's really nothing that's going to change with how it's going to affect your estate plan. So that means you can do whatever you want with that house, of course, subject to the contract of the reverse mortgage. But generally, what does that mean? Well, you could probably put it into a revocable trust. If you're going to put it into an irrevocable trust, I can tell you there's a lot of very specific rules around that. So you got to be very careful with that. There will be a review by the company that gave you the reverse mortgage of that irrevocable trust. So just don't go transfer things into irrevocable trusts without getting some help. You could potentially gift it via joint tenancy upon your death. Of course, it can pass via your will. So there's a lot of different options that you have with that reverse mortgage. I'm Bill Henry with Robinson Henry. If you have any questions on property in your estate plan, feel free to reach out to me, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. I will talk to you next time.